Alright, YouTube, it's been quite a while since I've done an update with you guys, so why don't we go ahead and do one here. Well, it's the Battlezone anniversary as well. I guess we can celebrate that. But tomorrow, from the upload of this video, that'll be September 18th, 2020, starting around 4 p.m. Central, I will present to you the Teamudf 24-hour stream version 3. That's right, it is finally time for another one of these things. It was a September event on Twitch that was met. There's an incentive, rather. And so we're going to go ahead and do it. There's going to be a lot of fun, screwy things going on. There's going to be a link to past ROM hack, which I've already started. So if you have not been watching Twitch streams of that, you might want to maybe skip that part, or you might be spoiled ahead of time or something. But Evan and I have been going through another link to the past ROM hack. There's going to be a lot of multiplayer. There's going to probably be Halo, Fall Guys, Among Us, and SCP at the very least. I think we've planned so far. And then there's going to be a bunch of other random stuff. You might see me run through something like Quest 64. I might do some other classic games, you know, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. I don't know if I'll have my Mario 3D All-Stars because I don't actually know when it's getting delivered. But we might start Sunshine if that shows up. I am going to do a Super Mario Sunshine playthrough. So there's just going to be a lot of things. There might be some whim stuff that we do depending on who shows up. I don't know if you'll see any Ocarina of Time or Wind Waker, but we've done a lot of those lately. There should be a Zelda Classic somewhere in there. I've lined up a quest or two that I might check out. We don't know how meme-tastic they are yet, but there you go. So yeah, if you got nothing better to do, stop on by for the 24-hour stream. I'll be there from 4 p.m. Friday to 4 p.m. Saturday. And we're going to have ourselves a grand old time, try to get as many guests on as we can, try to do a bunch of multiplayer, and it'll just be a good time. We'll continue all the September incentives and everything. And a very big thank you to everybody who's been contributing to that this month. It's been a fantastic turnout. We're giving away prizes basically at the end of the month, and each time 250 bits or a subscription comes my way, we basically are doing... We're basically having the phone go off during the video, which is just my luck. No, we're doing redemptions for items in Arpaga, or create an NPC, create an enemy suggestion or something. Or you can help me design a card in my upcoming card game or something. So it's just a lot of fun and games. There'll be roulettes at the end of the month, and there'll be a big grand prize and everything for the top contributors. So it's actually been a lot of fun. I do apologize, YouTube, that I don't get to you guys that often anymore, so that's like the end of the announcement. Now I just kind of want to talk to you for a bit because we haven't talked in a very long time, or if we have, it's been like through very whimsical fast meetings on Twitch where someone comes in and they say that they watched me in the past for Oblivion or something, and I love all those interactions. So by all means, continue to stop in. I'm more than happy to say hi and see who's still around and everything. But I guess what I predicted in 2017 ended up happening during the Breath of the Wild playthrough, where it was kind of like Twitch is more or less in the main spotlight right now, and I'm going to continue to archive things on YouTube, so you probably won't see that much YouTube exclusive content. I just haven't been able to come up with anything. However, if you do want something to discuss in the comments, especially with each other or with myself, because I'm more than happy to respond, I've got a couple finished playthroughs. And I'm just kind of interested. I don't know. I guess we'll gauge interest in them or something. First of all, we've got Steins Gate. I did an entire playthrough of Steins Gate back in, oh geez, maybe March or April by now. So I know it's archived footage. I'm bad, but it's there. So I guess if anyone's interested in that, please give me a holler in the chat or something. I'm just kind of intrigued what the audience for that would be on YouTube here. I know what it was on Twitch, so yeah. It's a bit more anime than like anything else I've done on the channel, and there are a couple scenes that are just they're just not okay, and I have to like edit them somehow. I don't know if I can even edit one of them, but I'll figure out something, I guess. So if you're interested in Steins Gate, let me know. And we've got Grandia 2, which was a classic RPG, and I went ahead and played through the entirety of that. I've started to edit that one already, and that one will probably be uploaded, but go ahead and let me know if you're interested in that as well. Because I know this audience here is primarily interested in Zelda, but I guess if there's anything out there, because I only really upload Zelda and SCP and the occasional weird game these days, you know, I just, you know, whatever. And eventually, then you'll get that Link to the Past ROM hack as well. There's also an Ocarina of Time ROM hack that I'm hoping to go through. I don't know when that will be, because we've got some incentives that were met from September, such as Undertale. Oh boy, yep. Teamudf apparently is going to be playing Undertale. The Kate will join us like she did with Life is Strange. So if you're interested in that, because I don't know if that'll even come up on YouTube, that might end up being Twitch exclusive just because I don't know who will stop by or who will try to do really random nonsense. But I don't know, Undertale might be a thing at some point, so there's that. And there you go. So everything else will continue, like Arpaga's continuing. I do workshops on Wednesdays and sometimes Sundays this semester if you guys are interested in that. I'm going to need round 2 playtesters for Arpaga Season 1 because it's getting an update and a huge upgrade. There's just going to be... We're basically going to try to just finish the story. I mentioned this in the other RPG Maker video. But, yeah, I'm still working on Inverse Mirror with Evan. That's a Zelda Classic collaborative quest. And I've actually also finished another quest in my absence here from ZC. You guys will hopefully see that at some point. It was actually submitted for a contest, but the contest has yet to end, so it's not exactly like as public as it could be, but you may get to play something else. I think Lost Lineage is still pretty much dead. I don't see Lost Lineage going anywhere. However, something interesting might happen, and that is that we met the big incentive for the AU Director's Commentary, where I basically play through AU, but I commentate on my design choices or what I thought while I was building the game, some of the dialogue and story choices, things like that. So that might be kind of fun, but I've also really wanted to update AU for a while now. There are a few small things that bug me about it, and I feel like I could go back and redesign some of the areas with some of the newfound knowledge that I have from the past few years. So I don't know if you'll get AU remastered to play, but at the very least, I'm going to try to update some things for the director's commentary playthrough. Like Zelos has actual graphics now. Duke Gallagher has actual graphics now instead of just using Link and the recolored Kefka sprite or whatever. So there's a few things like that. There's a couple more efficient scripts that I'm putting in to make things a little bit easier on myself. And there might be bonus content I don't know. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do with AU these days, and Lost Lineage especially, because I've been really hyper-focused on trying to get my name in the door for some of these commercial projects. You know, things like Dokailo or whatever card game I'm working on, things like Arpaga, which might not be as serious as it can be, but I still want to give it a shot. And then at some point, I think what will likely happen for Lost Lineage is that I'll just go back and try to write the entire thing as a story, and then maybe we can upload the stories somewhere or something. You know, kind of like I wanted to do with Tales from Cyrodiil or the Tales universe, whatever I was calling it. I just never got around to that, and I do apologize for that. Those things are all still in the back of my head, but I operate under a passionate work, I don't know how to describe it, like a work style almost, where I am really only hyper-focused on the things that I'm hyper-focused on at that point, you know, for a bit of redundancy. There's like 1 or 2 things that I have my eye on at any given time, and then I just hard push those things until I get tired of them. Then I maybe travel off and go to some other stuff here. So primarily the summer has been card game and Arpaga. But for those of you interested in those things, you might be happy there. The other incentive that was met that I actually forgot to talk about earlier is the next episode of Tales Commentary, the Tales from Cyrodiil commentary series, where I go back and review the Tales from Cyrodiil series. And the plan was that after I was done with the episodes I'd already uploaded, then I'm going to do something like write out very small episode summaries for what was supposed to happen at the end of the series, and then we can talk about those things, and I can explain some of the ending plot and everything. So all that is still on the board. It's just that I've been a little slow this year because of various things, as I'm sure most of you have been affected by this goofy nonsense going on in the world right now. So hopefully everybody's staying safe out there. I know, like I said, I don't talk to YouTube as often as I probably should, but this is just a small update to let you guys know what's going on. Feel free to start any discussion or ask any questions in the chat. I'm more than happy to talk to you after all this time. I know I got absorbed with the whole Twitch thing lately. So I'm still on Twitch. I'll be on Twitch. But you guys will continue to get the archive footage and maybe some edited things here and there. Because I like to knock down the redundant footage for you guys on YouTube. I don't just upload my VODs. I like actually working on videos and things like that still. So you guys definitely get like the director's cut, where especially things like Grandia 2, most of the fights in Grandia 2 are getting cut out just because it's like, I don't feel like having you sit there for 45 minutes watching me grind on the same enemy and use the same technique over and over again and try to come up with a different joke every time I do it. You know, it's just like those things are kind of boring to me. So you get like, you don't get just regular, you know, you get like, as an example, you get like a fight where I discover what the enemy is, then you maybe get a sped up fight where I try to figure out how to fight it, and then everything else is just like jump cuts and everything. So, yeah. All right. Well, I somehow managed to ramble longer than I thought I was. I don't know. Thought this was going to be like a 5-minute video. We're already at the 10, but I don't know. So yeah, stop on by for that 24-hour stream if you're interested on September 18th. Otherwise, I'll just, you know, keep hanging out on here. I'm always here. You guys are here. We can just chat whenever. It's a no big deal. I think what I will lead the 24-hour stream with, maybe as kind of a little teaser tidbit there, is I have decided to do a playthrough of the Parallel Worlds version 1.23 update. I'm just kind of curious, really, to play Parallel Worlds again. It didn't have to be the updated version. I just felt like playing it again. But I decided, I might as well look at the updated version, and let's see what happens. I don't know if that'll be uploaded to YouTube, but that will be in the VOD for the 24-hour stream, so that's not going anywhere. I don't think we'll finish it. We'll probably just get like 2 or 3 hours in. But yeah, I've wanted to do a couple revisits lately. So there may be revisits that you see in the future for games I've already played. That could be anything from like the Elder Scrolls to beyond. I don't know. I remember in 2015, I thought Oblivion was dead. I haven't figured out the way to revive it yet. I might know what is happening with that, but just in case I never get back to it, you know, I do want to go on record to say that I don't want to go out of Oblivion, you know, bitter or mad about anything. I really thought Oblivion was great. I still think it's great. If there was an Oblivion HD or something that they re-release later, I would, you know, snap my finger and buy that blasted thing, and we'd be right back to it, because holy flit, what an adventure that we had on Oblivion here on this channel. Yeah, I'll keep doing Zelda and all of this stuff, but yeah. All right, so I think I did my outro like 2 minutes earlier, and now it's like 12 minutes into the video. So ask questions and start discussions as necessary, and we'll see you for more Teamudf Gaming. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.